going on, everybody? It is your boy Arrows here, and we are talking Dragon Ball Super because that's what we're doing now on this channel. And guys, I finally IRL have this deck IRL minus the two promo Gokus and the two Bardoks, but we will have those by very shortly. We are playing Black Namek Goku. My gosh, this deck is so good. You guys saw, if you guys watched the video where I talked about the two starter decks, like the two EX starter decks that came out last week, 2 weeks ago. You know that I said that out of the box, I thought, and competitively, I felt like this Goku was going to be the better of the two. I felt they were both going to be fantastic, but I definitely felt that this Goku was going to be the better of the two, and honestly, I think this is fantastic. Now, this deck is a little bit harder to build IRL because this Goku is not available yet. It is going to be a promo for shop tournaments, I believe, but don't quote me on that. But we are going to talk about the deck. So, of course, we are running Son Goku, Saiyan, Planet Namek in the traits, 15,000 power when attacking, draw one card, and then Awaken. Can be activated during the activate main and battle if the conditions are met. If your life is at 4 or less, or if this card has 2 or more ki, this card gets +1 ki, then flip it over. The ki is an energy marker that is placed under the card. On the flip side, we have Son Goku coming in at 20,000 power, keeps the when attacking draw card, and he gets the amazing ability once per turn, remove 1 or more of your ki. For each ki removed by this skill, use up to 1 battle card with Planet Namek in its special traits from your drop in a combo. This is such an amazing ability, and this deck is already seeing waves with a version of it coming in and winning one of the Bandai Card Fests this past weekend. Let's take a look at the cards. We're running 3 copies of Guru. Guru is a 1-cost 5,000 power Namekian from the Planet Namek, go figure, and then activate main, switch this card in a battle area to rest mode. Choose your leader with Planet Namek in its special traits, or up to 1 battle card with Planet Namek in its special traits in your battle area other than this card, and it gets +1. Then if that card has Earthling in its special traits, it gets an additional +1. This is the card that you want to open with the most on your turn. This is such a strong turn 1 card if you're going first, and honestly, it's a really good turn 1 card if you're going second. This card will help you get to your Super Saiyan transformation much quicker. We're running 4 copies of Gohan. This is just your cantrip, your generic draw 1 with a 5,000 shield, 5,000 power, Saiyan, Earthling, and Planet Namek. We're running 4 copies of Nail, and you might be like, Arrows, why are you running a vanilla 1500? And we will talk about that in a hot minute. Nail is a 1-cost 15,000 plus 10,000 on the shield. Namekian from Planet Namek, he's just 15,000. We're also running 4 copies of Bulma. Bulma is a 1-cost 5,000 power with 5,000 shield. On play, if your leader has Planet Namek in its special traits, look at up to 4 cards from the top of your deck, reveal 1 card with Planet Namek in its special traits, and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of the owner's deck in a random order. This is just a really good searcher. Playing this on turn 1 if you don't have Guru isn't the worst thing in the world, but obviously we want to open with Guru. You can mess around with these numbers. I'm running 4 of the Bulma and 3 of the Guru because the Bulma is much better later in the game when we're looking for like 10k shields or our extra cards. Next, we have 4 copies of Krillin. This is by far the all-star of the early game of this deck, and honestly, if you can keep him out the mid and late game as well. Krillin is a 2-cost, 20,000 power with a 5,000 shield, and then he has the ability when attacking and when KO'd, your leader gets +1. Opening Guru on your turn 1 and Krillin on your turn 2 means you are guaranteed an Awaken at turn 2, and you probably have 7 or 8 life left, which is insane. Next, we're running 3 copies of Son Goku. This is a 2-cost, 15,000 power, 10,000 shield. When attacking, for each ki you have in total, use up to 1 battle card with 5,000 combo or less from your drop in a combo. And then at the end of your turn, place this card from a battle area into its owner's deck. Drop. This is a really good card in your late game if your opponent can't really guard. You drop this, you combo with, we have 4, 7, 11, 14, 16. We have 16 5,000 shields in this deck, which is super, super good. And we're going to have more once I work my way up the ladder more to get 2 more copies of this Son Goku promo. Next, we have Vegeta. Did you know that he is the Prince of all Saiyans? Well, this Prince is 20,000 power, 5,000 shield. On play, discard 1 card from your hand. Your leader gets +1 key. Then look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Planet Namek and its special traits and add it to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of the deck in any order. So this Vegeta is literally a Bulma and kind of a pseudo guru in one go. Really, really good card. And 20,000 power on your turn 2 is nothing to balk at. This is another really good option if you don't have Krillin. Then we have 4 copies of Son Gohan Youth. 3 cost, 20,000 plus 10,000 on the shield. When attacking, your leader gets +1. And then activate in the battle. Place this card from a battle area into its owner's drop. If you have a total of 4 or more key, your Son Goku that's in a battle gains double strike. And of course, double strike, you'll deal 2 damage instead of 1. And we're running 4 copies of Piccolo, and this is why we are running the Nail. Piccolo is a 3 cost, 0 shield, 25,000 power. Has the permanent ability, if you have a Nail in your battle area, reduce the cost of this card by 2. So if you're on your turn 2 and you happen to have a Nail and Piccolo in hand, like your first turn with the energy marker, you can pop the marker, play the Piccolo, have a 25,000 on your turn 1 attacking, and still get your key on your leader. Next, we have 2 copies of Son Goku. He is a 30,000 Saiyan, Planet Namek, 5,000 on the shield. On play, if your leader has Planet Namek in its special traits, place the top 3 cards of your deck into their owner's drop. Then add up to 1 card other than Son Goku with a cost of 4 or less and Planet Namek in its special traits from your drop to your hand. And then when attacking, your leader and this card get +1. This card will go and fetch these out of your discard pile. I also just realized that I'm running 3 of this when I meant to be running 4 of it. No wonder I didn't see it in some of these games. Just a really good card. This will let you get your Legendary Warriors back. Playing this on turn 5 is amazing because you play this, get the ability, grab your Legendary Warrior back. You're going to have 3 key on the board easy on your leader, and then you just play this for 1, and it is a fantastic little turn 5 combo. Next, we have the only card in this deck that is not from Planet Namek. We are talking about Bardock. He's a Saiyan, Bardock's crew. 5 costs, 35,000 power, double strike. This card inflicts 2 damage instead of 1 when attacking. And then, if you have 2 or more cards in your combo area, choose up to one of your, activate in the battle, your turn once per turn, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Black is really good at just straight up killing things, either by their cost or just by straight up killing it. And this Bardock is really good, and it combos up really well with your leader because you can just remove 2 key and put, or 1 key and a card from your hand, and Bardock is going to take something off the board. And then, of course, we have our 2 copies of Son Goku. I'm only running 2 because I like this card, but I don't think it's the be-all, end-all of this deck. It is a great turn 3 presence if you already have the key ready to go and can afford to play it. But I don't think you should be running it in 4. Again, I am not a professional Dragon Ball Super player yet, but this is just me as a card player. Because right now, you notice we only have 8 cards in here that have 0 shield, and I think that is very important, especially with how aggressive this meta is becoming, with Gogeta being so aggressive on those early turns, and especially if you can't get rid of their turn 2 Goku or Vegeta that they put out, or the Goku Vegeta. Same thing with Orange. The Goku Vegeta Super Rare can easily remake itself active. It makes it a little bit harder for you to take it out if you don't have access to any of your blowy uppy cards. But, so I feel like having as little cards as possible with shield, with shield 0 is the way to go. So that's why we're only running 2 of the Goku. This is a great card. Do not get me wrong. Critical, which means any damage you take will any damage you deal to your opponent will go to their graveyard or their discard pile. It's 7 cost, 45,000, and if you have a total of 3 or more key and you don't already have a Son Goku with a cost of 7 in your battle area, reduce the cost of this card by 4. So you're seeing a trend here. So obviously we don't play super combos. Nothing in this deck costs more than 5. With the only exception being the Bardox. And honestly, I would probably replace these for 2 more of these in the end. Yes, this Bardock is really good, but honestly, I really like this Goku promo. Then we have, of course, our 4 super combos. Bulma, this is really cool because you can reuse these in the discard pile. They won't get the plus 10,000, but this is still just... I find with this deck you can be a little bit more freeing with your early game blocking because you're going to have access to those cards on your late turns as well. And then 4 copies of Kaioken times 20. I notice a lot of decks aren't running this, and honestly, I think it's such a great card. And you're going to see in one of the videos I'm going to show you after this that this card actually comes in super handy for me in the end game. I might not have won the last game that we're going to show you if I didn't play this card. So for each key you have in total, your card that's in a battle gets plus 5,000 power for the turn. So if you have 8 key, that's plus 40,000 power for a 1 cost. This is really, really strong. And then 3 copies, it should be 4 copies, of Legendary Warrior Permanent. If your leader has 3 or more key, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 3. Activate main, choose up to 1 battle card with a cost of 6 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. This is probably, arguably, one of the strongest battle cards in this game right now. Yes, it's really only usable in this deck, but it is so powerful. Being able to KO anything with a cost of 6 or less is fantastic, especially since as soon as your turn 2, this could only cost you 1 energy, which is amazing. So this is the deck. If I was going to switch out anything, I'd probably switch these 2, go run 3 of this and 4 of this, which is probably what I'll do after we're done recording this video. But anyway, got some games to show you. I'm going to try to comment over them. Please bear with me. I am very bad at this. Let's get into the recordings. All right, so this is going to be our first recording that we're going to show you. We are playing against a person's name who I cannot read, and it is against the yellow Goku deck. So this is going to be exciting. I'm going to try my very best to comment over this. All right, so I actually keep this hand because we have a Guru and we have I think we have a really good hand here, so it's definitely worth keeping. We're going first too. That's important. So we're going to energy the Bulma, play the Guru. Can I put this away? No. There we go. Then they're going to go. They're going to energy a 1-drop Vegeta. And they're going to straight up attack our Guru. I wasn't going to waste shield on this. I think it was the right play. And then he's just going to end his turn. This was a really weird game because my opponent didn't play anything for the longest time. So because they didn't play anything, I felt comfortable playing the second Guru to instantly awaken. So we have the 2 energy counters on now, so we're going to awaken into our super badass Super Saiyan form. We even got like the ripped shirt and everything. And we drew into a Kaioken, which is kind of awesome. So they're going to take the hit, obviously, because they want to awaken as well. And we're also going to play the Gohan to get more cards in our hand. We're also a lot more free to combo with this stuff because we can replay it. So they are going to go and they are going to charge the 1-drop Goku that rests something. And they are going to once again smack into my Guru. Understandable. You don't want this thing going off multiple times, giving me multiple ki. And then they are going to... This was a really weird game. I don't really think they know what they were doing. So we're gonna energy the 15k Goku, and we are going to swing in using the Gohan as combo. This is just a very weird hand. So we opted to go with Vegeta, so I can have a spot open if we had to like use the Kaioken for something. And we are gonna swing with the Vegeta, we added Nail to our hand because we have the Piccolo on the next turn. They're of course gonna awaken, going to 3 life, and I believe they definitely block this. But we've applied a lot of pressure, and again, it was really weird because they didn't play anything on like their first like few turns, and I was just like, what is going on here? So they're gonna swing at the Vegeta, which again I'm okay with because once we get to like 4 or 5 energy, we can do a lot on our turn. So it's okay if I lose stuff now. And of course, we have the 2-cost Goku if we can play it to do Goku shenanigans. They play the Son Goku Vegeta. They do not add the add the card to their hand. They swing, we take it. Going into the 4-cost Goku as our life. They're gonna go into Veku, evolve for 0, which is crazy. And then Veku's gonna blow himself up, bringing back the 1-cost Vegeta and the 2-cost Goku Vegeta. The Vegeta's gonna go and look and put something in rest mode, but they can't. And then the Goku Vegeta is going to try to take a life. He's going to evolve into the Wicked Soul Vegeta. This card is really good. It's 4 costs, 30,000, and you can blow it up to blow up something on your opponent's side of the field 5 or less. He's then going to go into the Goku. I don't remember which Goku this is. I think it's the... it's the promo one. It's the promo one. I don't personally like the promo one, but I understand why. We are going to Energy Bardock, and we're just going to attack. We've drawn into double Krillin, which is kind of silly and amazing. And I'm pretty sure that's the play we make. He's going to block this. Obviously, he's at 3 life, and I'm still at 6. Yes, we're going to go double Krillin. Why? Because it's just funny. And also, doing this puts a lot of extra pressure on. He takes the Krillin hit, which, honestly, I was not expecting. Oh, no, we don't go double Krillin. We go double Krillin Piccolo. We go Krillin Piccolo. Come on. Now we have like 7 energy markers on the field, which is really good. We're gonna go in with Piccolo. We're gonna pop the Piccolo just because I know the Vegeta might blow us up anyway, so it is what it is. And we got another hit. So I'm feeling really good about this game right now. I don't think there's any way I can mess it up. But of course, this is Dragon Ball Super. Anything can happen at any point in time. They inked a Goku Vegeta, and they are going for my Krillin. I'm completely okay with this because it's once again going to increase my energy, my key count. Krillin's putting us to 7, which is great numbers for us. And again, I'm gonna make him pop this Piccolo, or waste another attack on this Piccolo, which he does, and I'm okay with that because that's another attack. That's an attack that did not go towards my leader. But now he's gonna play the Goku 1-drop. Lets him search for top 4 cards for a card with the other world trait. With another world trait. Sorry, he plays another Goku Vegeta. Obviously not adding a card to his hand. They go in. I'm okay with taking a little bit of life here and there. I'm feeling pretty confident right now. I have a very strong next turn coming out. So, plays another Veku. Pops it to play another... I believe he plays the Goku and the Vegeta this time. Yeah, he plays the Goku and then the Goku Vegeta. Once again, getting off those effects, adding more cards to his hand. Fantastic. And then the... Going to use the Goku Vegeta to make it active. He's going to attack. Oh, he's not going to attack me with it. This is where I'm feeling really freaking good. We're going to play the Gohan. We're going in with the Gohan, giving me another life. We're going to combo in that Goku, combo with his Bulma, combo with his Krillin. I'm putting an insane amount of pressure on him right now because I have the Kaioken times 20 in my hand. So we're going to use the Kaioken times 20 to give me an additional 40,000. I don't know. We popped the Gohan. I want to be double strike. I get double striked all the time in this game. I want to double strike somebody else. 65,000. Popping off the 8 key counters. 145,000. Going in. And that is the game. Goku busting out the big energy blast. Dropping Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That was a very weird game. I don't know if they maybe knew what the deck and didn't know what they were doing, but that was very weird. All right. And then our last game for you is against Red Gogeta. This, in my opinion, is probably the best, if not right up there, for best deck in the format. This deck is just so aggressive and so quick. It's a totally different game from turns 1 to 3 than from turn 4 on. So I opt to keep my hand. We're going to do this again. Because again, I have the Guru in play. I also have a Nail Piccolo potential. This was just feeling like a really strong turn a really strong opening turn for us. We're going second, which isn't always the best with this deck, but it's not terrible. We once again energy the Bulma, and we actually opt to go for the Nail Piccolo combo here earlier. Instead, taking out the Vegeta with Nail, and then bringing in the Piccolo. I opted to go for this because it gives me a lot more early pressure, and this is a deck you want to get a lot of life on immediately. So I felt like going with the Piccolo Nail was better than going with the Guru and then something else. So like we have 2 on board right now. We're swinging in on the Piccolo. With the Piccolo, they take it. We already got them to 5. This is just a strong turn for us. So they've inked the 3-cost Fat Deku. They are going to ink the card that they pop with Piccolo. Pop Piccolo, I can't remember what it's called. And they awaken. Now, Gogeta on his awaken side is scary because unlike, instead of drawing 1 card, he draws 2 cards and discards 1. So he plays Shalai. She has the ability that you can place her from the battle area to the drop, and you can draw 1, and then you can play a 2-cost with BR in its name for free. So he plays like Son Goku Vegeta to search for a card. We're going to energy Bardock, and we are going to play the Guru now. I still think this was the better play, playing the aggressive Piccolo on our first attacking turn as opposed to the Guru and something else. Because now we have ascended. Gogeta's not dealing with your ordinary Saiyan. We got another Kaioken times 20 on the draw, which is fantastic. They're going to block this. We're okay with that. This I didn't see coming. I Kaioken here for 45,000. I was not expecting them to waste 50,000 to waste 30,000 shield on this. We all make mistakes. I should have gone for the Gogeta. But anyway, now it's their turn. They have inked the Piccolo. I don't know why I keep saying ink. And they play the Goku BR. On play, you can reveal a Fusion Evolve. Choose 1 area in the battle, one battle card in your opponent's battle area, and it gets minus 5,000 for the turn. So he comes at me with the Goku Vegeta. We're okay with taking this hit. We got a 15,000 big boy Goku. We're going to guard on the Goku hit. And we are going to take the Vegeta hit. Yeah, we're going to take the Vegeta hit. And we're going to get the Gohan, which is super good. Now he's going to Fusion Evolve into this Gogeta. And he's going to attack me. He's going to pop my Piccolo. I'm going to take this opportunity. Since I know the Piccolo is going to get destroyed by the Gogeta leader's effect, we're going to pop that key counter off it. And I'm going to save myself by guarding with one of my 10k shields. We don't take the damage there from the Piccolo. And then, of course, he's going to blow up the Piccolo. I always like using that energy, like, even if I don't need to, specifically. So we drew into Legendary Warrior. We are going to swing into his Gogeta. He is going to take it. And then we're going to play this Bulma, get more cards in our hand, more shield potential. We're going to grab a Guru. And then we're going to Legendary Warrior this Gogeta. It deserved to die. And then we're going to play the Guru. Honestly, if you can get away with Guru, 100%. Because A, when he dies, he's a 10k shield that you can play out of your graveyard with your leader ability. Just a really, really good card. Now we have 4 key on the Goku. Gogeta's coming in. They are, I believe they choose not to combo. We are, of course, going to combo with the Bulma. Every little bit of damage we don't take helps. Helps in the end. Then they are going to play the Piccolo. If your leader is Gogeta, you can look at the top 4 cards, reveal a card with BR in its name, and add it to your hand. And then the Fusion Master as well. They pop a Piccolo, and they add 1 Son Goku and 1 Vegeta, both with a cost of 2 or less to their hand. They're going to play the Goku right now. And they're not going to attack with it, which is smart because I would have 100% blown it up. So because they're not attacking with the Goku, we are popping the Guru, getting a 5th. We're swinging in on the Gogeta. They're of course going to guard. They do not want to eat any more damage if they can avoid it. And then here we opt to play into the Super Saiyan, to the promo Goku, because the promo Goku gets back events as well, or extras. And so we use it to get the legendary warrior back, just to be prepared for a Gogeta on my opponent's next turn. They eat the 40,000 from the Goku. We comboed in. Of course we did. That's what I like. I feel like with this deck, you can be a lot more free with how you combo to keep stuff alive. So they're going to drop the Goku with Fusion Evolve, with the Fusion Evolve ability. Pops a Fusion, pops it off. We'd lose 5,000 on the Goku. And they come in. We are going to pop the Goku's key to let us live. The battle card Goku. We are going to take this hit. The 7-cost Goku's in our hand, which isn't, I don't feel like the 7-cost Goku's not very good in this match because it's so easy to get rid of it with Gogeta. The 6-cost does everything. He drops the 6-cost. So this, you have to pay 2, and you fuse a Goku and a Vegeta BR with 20,000 power or more. When it comes out, it gives everything minus 25,000 power on your opponent's side of the field. So he wipes my board, and he swings at me with 40,000 power. We take that hit to get another Kaioken, and then at the end of your turn, if we had had 1 life left, no battle cards, we would have lost. So we're going to ink, I believe we inked the Goku. Yeah, we inked one of our Gokus. We play Legendary Warrior, we pop that Gogeta. We swing in, combo with the nail, making him pop a super combo. And then we are going in with the Krillin. This is just such a good card. Krillin is easily, in my opinion, the best card in this deck, especially if you can get a couple attacks off with him before he gets KO'd, because he's just going to give you so much value. He gives you a key counter when you attack. He gives you a key counter when he dies. We're going to play the Son Goku. We're going to combo it up to 30,000, which isn't a big combo, but it's going to get us a hit. I think my thought process with that is that even if he blocks that attack, I'm going to take another card out of his hand, which is really important to keep the Gogeta's hand management down, because they draw 2 cards on that attack. Like, look at that. That's so good. So good. We opt to take this Gogeta's attack, and he just hard drops the Gogeta 6-drop. Hard drops the 6-drop. Doesn't counter us. Doesn't combo. We block it. And then he opts not to attack with it again. And so now we pop the Piccolo. We play the Gohan. We swing in with the Krillin. We have 8 counters on Goku now. Gohan goes in. He's got to block Gohan. So we pop Gohan a little bit, make him force that 30 block. Fantastic. And then we go in with the Goku. I have 9 key and 2 Kaioken times 20. This game is over. We're going to pop off both the Kaioken times 20s, putting us to 111,000 before the attack. I cannot speak. And then we just pop all of them on. We have 205,000 power on this Gogeta. This game is over. I really like this deck. I think this deck has a ton of potential in this format. I think it's going to be much better IRL when we get the new Goku. But let's talk about the deck over here. So now, we showed you a couple games, and now we're talking about the deck. This deck is so good. Like, obviously, you could have really bad hands. I've had a couple hands, not with this full build, but I've had a couple hands where I draw into, like, a bunch of 0 shields. I can't really do anything with that. The deck struggles if you can't get into your Guru or your Krillin. You can get into one without the other. The deck struggles as well, because you need that key, because you need to be awakened on your turn 2. With this deck, you need to be awakened on your turn 2. Doesn't matter how you get there, whether it's Guru on your turn 1 and then Krillin on your turn 2, or Piccolo and Nail and then something else on your turn 2. If you're going second, you need to be awakened on your turn 2. There's just no way around it, because that gives you full on access to crazy early pressure if you want to go with the Goku, depending on what you're playing against. It gives you access to your legendary warriors because you have 3 key. These now cost 1. 1 to KO anything with a cost of 6 or less is amazing. This is such a good deck. You have Gohan giving your Goku's big power. This combination of cards right here is really good if you can end on it. This will pop all your 5Ks and you pop all your other cards. This is just a really strong, really flexible deck that can play very well offensively, but really finds its home defensively with this Goku leader just putting in so much work. Like I said, if you depending on what you're playing against, these probably will not stay out for very long. Your cards that put the key counters on themselves, pop those off. Save yourself from some attacks. Your opponent's coming in with 20,000. They're not comboing. Pop the Piccolo. Boom. Pop the key on the Piccolo. Boom. You're safe. Pop the key on the Goku. Boom. You're safe. Things that I would change. Well, once we get there on the ladder, because I've just recently started on the ladder, I'm going to add in 2 more of these. Because this card is really good. It recycles these, which is amazing. This into this on your turn 5 is phenomenal because you will get rid of any 1 threat on the board, and you've probably already used the legendary warrior before you get to that turn 5. So you on the turn 5, you drop the Goku, you pop the legendary warrior back in your hand. You use the extra energy to pop the legendary warrior to blow something up on the field. You saw it in the last game. I bombed a Gogeta, a Secret Rare Gogeta with that card because I made that play. Should I have made that play on turn 5? Probably. But you know what? On turn 4, I was still feeling really confident that I was able to pull it off. But guys, hopefully you liked my commentating over my own matches. I probably missed a few things. Please don't hold it against me. I'm Arrows. I love card games. Don't forget to like the channel, subscribe to the video. I said that backwards. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, ding the notification bell if you want to be alerted to whenever we post any card game content, because we do post a lot. Well, we're going to try to post a lot. Yeah, so I just really wanted to show you guys this deck and what it can do. Hopefully you guys like it. Go out there, buy 2 copies of this deck. Literally, this deck right now, if you were to go out and buy this with... Hold on. If you were to go out and buy this right now, I still think you can make a pretty strong deck. Where is it? It's like, without this deck, without the add-ons we've had, the promo Goku and the Bardox, you could easily run more of this. You could run this Piccolo. This Piccolo is a 3 cost that brings you that your leader gets a key, and when he dies, you draw a card. There are tons of other really cool options in here, but they're not as good as what we've used. This Krillin is pretty neat. It gets a key when it comes out, and then you can give something else with Black Namek a key. There's a ton of really cool options for this deck that I think are really sweet. But I definitely feel like the promos and the Bardox are the way to go. I haven't gotten to use the Bardock just yet. I've always energied it, but I think it's also got a ton of potential. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for this deck? Are you guys excited for Dual Evolution? Are you guys excited for Dragon Ball Super Fusion World? Because you should be, because this game is amazing. Its online client is pretty fantastic, and it's definitely worth going out and picking up. Everything you buy comes with a card code, like on Pokemon, and you can pop it into the client and play some games. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Arrows. I will see you on the next one, and stay safe out there, my friends. Go play some card games, because they're a ton of fun. Bye!